Hello everyone, my name is Christina Singantar and welcome to my TED Talk. This TED Talk is going to be talking mostly about Genius Hour and my experience with Genius Hour. I'm going to walk you through my process, what I've done, and what my end result was. So, to start, Genius Hour can be described as an hour, a day, a week, whatever the timeline you give yourself, where you experiment with your passions and create a final product. It's great for students and teachers to experiment with. For example, if you're a teacher and you give a Genius Hour to your classroom, they're allowed to explore their interests further, and it just allows their creativity to go through the roof. So I would definitely, especially after experiencing it, I would definitely recommend it for any teacher who is looking to spice up their classroom a little bit. So with my Genius Hour, I am an aspiring FSL teacher. So I wanted to experiment with French lessons in the sense that I know that most students, especially in English-speaking schools who are learning core French, struggle with finding excitement in their French classes, or so to say, they don't necessarily enjoy them. The majority of students don't necessarily enjoy their French classes. So it was my goal through my Genius Hour to create a lesson that's both informative and exciting for students to finish. So, for example, I had to start with finding a lesson that I could use. I originally chose using passé composé, which is past tense in English, and it's an extremely difficult lesson for elementary school students to grasp because there's so many parts. So I decided if I chose passé composé and made the hardest lesson fun, it might be more bearable for the students to grasp. However, after much experimentation and brainstorming, and through the few weeks that I've been working on my Genius Hour, I decided that passé composé was not going to work with my end goal because there were so many sections to the lesson. So instead, I chose to discuss question words with my students in my Genius Hour, and I thought that would be really excellent because it's great for conversation skills, for written skills. So question words are a huge part of grasping reading and oral comprehension and writing comprehension. So I created a game that is targeted for grade fours in core French. And the game is called Madame contre vous, or in English, Madame against you. So the way the game works is there are two teams. The class is a team, and the teacher is a team. I chose to do it this way because it's a lot more inclusive for the students to be on one team. They love the idea of competition, but I didn't want them to compete against one another. I wanted them to compete as a team. So they are one team, the teacher is a team. So the way it works is that I have a board here with 16 envelopes, okay? 12 of the envelopes have question words, and 4 have something else. So the teacher starts off with 4 points, and the class starts with nothing. The way it works is that I would originally pick a student to come and grab a card. So they'll grab a card, and on that card is potentially a question. So it is up to them to read the question aloud, pick a friend to answer it in full sentences. If they do answer it in full sentences, the class gets a point and the game continues. However, there are 4 cards on this board that read Désolé Madame or Sorry Madame. So what happens is if a student picks that card, I, as the teacher, lose a point, and then I would pick another student to come grab another card. So it's great because the students they will always win because there's always going to be 4 cards in here to pull that say Désolé Madame, and at the same time they're speaking with their friends and the motivation is to beat the teacher. So I really loved working with this. I haven't gotten a chance to do it at my placement school, but I will be. I did present it in front of my FSL class and they really enjoyed it. So Although there were a few bumps in the road, I really enjoyed doing my Genius Hour. I came up with a great end result, and I would highly recommend experiencing Genius Hour for yourself or in your classroom. So thank you for watching my TED Talk.